DEI. California fires, DEI. Trump's shooting, the rally at the Trump shooting, DEI, even though the head of his detail is a white man. Right-wing commentators talking about plane safety, saying planes are going to crash because of DEI.
But to that point, you had a video of a firefighter in Los Angeles, right, talking about the diversity in recruitment and saying that a person who gets themselves trapped in a fire is their own fault. Okay. You have to see how ridiculous the American public views that.
That happened. But Joe, did they cause the wildfire?
No one caused the wildfire. Did that individual
or even that ideology prevent the Los Angeles Fire Department from putting out a wildfire, 5 wildfires?
But it's saying that particular firefighter is saying that she, I don't want to misgender her and get more trouble, but she is unable to lift someone out of a fire, and it's the person's fault.
Does that have anything to do with the wildfires and the ability to stop
I think a person's ability to carry someone out of a fire is a pretty
I'm talking about the wildfires and the ability to stop them. What does that have to do with it?
I don't think DEI was responsible for setting a fire. That's not what they were saying.
It clearly was not.
But
and
that's
it clearly
what people
was not responsible for being able to put out the fire as well.
Also, I hear you, and I'm glad you don't think discrimination should happen. But our sitting president actually does, because he discriminated against black people. He did not want them to be able to rent from him. And he has yet to repent for it and say it is wrong. It is something that is woven into our country. And I understand that folks feel like DEI has gone too far. But disparities exist for a reason. And DEI was a tactic to ensure that people had equal opportunity. Now, I think the numbers will speak for themselves. I think, and I also, again, this goes back to the immigration thing. This whole snitch on people that Donald Trump, they better be careful, because Donald Trump sits next to people that might get snitched on themselves.
Snitches get stitches. Be careful.
I didn't want to say it. I was waiting for you. You're from New York.
Let's talk about equal opportunity, right? Because this is what this is all about. It's about opening up the doors and removing the barriers that have existed for decades. Right? There is a reason why black people in this country only have 15% of the wealth as white people. So what are you telling us? Are you telling us that we are unqualified, unsmart, that we're not actually operating based on merit? Why is it that we have a culture?
There was affirmative action for white men for literally hundreds of years in this country. For hundreds of years, there was affirmative action for white men. And to answer your question, because my friend Abel would not, it is not because they're not working hard enough. It's because for centuries, they were locked out of education. For centuries, they were locked out of economic mobility. They couldn't even build wealth. They were set free in this country after being enslaved for hundreds of years with nothing. And then they were subject to another 100 years of Jim Crow. So look,